Alright, for this exercise we're going to be continuing on with our chord embellishments, and more specifically, neighbour notes. So to refresh, an embellishment is something we can add to a chord or a melody or a song to make it more interesting and more appealing to both ourselves as players and the listener. So with our embellishments, we learnt about the open string embellishments, so hammering on from a 0 to our chords. What we're going to focus now specifically is neighbour notes. So a neighbour note is basically when we take a note from the scale that's next to one of our chordal tones and play either to it or from it back to our chord pitch. So here on the board you can see I've done a rough diagram of the first 5 frets, and we've got the C, E and G, C, E notes that make up our C major chord. Our C major scale has the notes C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and basically if I'm targeting the C, such as I would on the first fret, the B and the D become our neighbour notes. So if I've got this C chord, I can hammer on from the B to the C. I can also go from the D and pull off back to the C. And I can create licks where I do both. So basically this requires a little bit of a theoretical understanding of our keys, but every note that we have, the E, you can approach from the D or the F. The C, again, we've got the B or the D, and the G, you can muck around with hammering onto the A or pulling off from the A. And you'll get some cool sort of sounds. Not all of them will be great, but it's all about, experimenting and having fun with which ones are going to be good, which ones aren't as good, and trying to find our way through that. So essentially, I want you to go through your basic open string chords. You've got your C, your E major, your G major, your D major, your A major, A minor, E minor, and you can try some of these neighbour notes. You might get some suspended sounds, you might get some add 9, add 13, add 11 sounds, but it's all about discovering it and having some fun along the way. So go through those chords. As a level 1, you're just going to be hammering on from the open strings. So again, if you've got your A minor chord, look for your opportunities to hammer on from the open strings. As a level 2, you want to look for what fretted notes that you'll have, mainly for pull-offs or trills and appoggiaturas. And then, at a third level, I'd like you to create a vamp. Pick out 2 chords, for example C to G, and see what you can come up with that. So take 2 chords and see how you can add some embellishments to create your own vamp with those. And there's an example in the diagram.